All right, welcome back. Cashman here. This is Game 6 of the Winter Wonderjam here in the Minette Hall. We are at the Dome Arena in Rochester, New York, and this next game up, we have Game 6, like I said. It's the Phillies B team versus the Mid Hudson Mischiefs B team. And we're going to start. I'm going to start with the introductions of our skating officials and non-skating officials. So our skating officials, we have our non-skating officials. We have Bionic B, Hotkeys, Scarina, Transparent, Nesquick, Drumsticks, Body Count, Dread, Ziggy, Angel of Beth. And our skating officials for this game, we have Filet, Scruff, Freak, Therapistol, Jam Burglar, Ragin' Cajun, and Blood and Bones will be our skating officials. We are going to announce our skaters here. I'll go through it right now before they actually do the equipment check. They usually have been doing the equipment check every game today before the game. So we have playing for the Mid Hudson Mischiefs. We got number 13, Artie. Number 17, Fire Flyer. Number 19, Hazard McWrath. Number 213, Lucy Lawless. Number 36, Storm. Number 5, Hell No Kitty. Number 518, Maleficent. Number 713, Blaze. And number 92, Rest in Pieces. For Philly, we have playing, this is number 000, Pinky Die. Number 03, Devil, or Deve L, depends how you say it. Number 05, Skyscraper. Number 0713, Locomotive. 1005, Amazing. Number 137, Ari Not Sorry. 148, Ruby Doom. Number 212, Ziggy Starburst. Number 215, Fruit Loop. Number 222, Violator. 240, Tsunami. 2817, Crasher. 427, Rampage. Number 777, Rollatoni. And number 9, Lightning Bugs. Those are our skaters, and we are just about ready to rock and roll this thing. This is a level 2 game between the Mischiefs and Philly, and this ought to be a lot of fun. This has been a great tournament so far. Unfortunately, last game ended a little abruptly early, but we will continue on from it. But there was such nice, everyone was nice, great kids, incredible skaters. Incredible ability I saw. I've been seeing this whole. This is the future of roller derby you're watching, folks. Yeah, this is the people who are gonna. If you're into roller derby and you're skating right now and you're watching this, they'll take your spots. No, I'm kidding. But they may, because it's funny how roller derby is evolved. Since most leagues are 20 years or younger, most people really didn't get into derby from a very young age. So now you have the juniors out there who have been skating since they've been very, very young and have incredible skills as they become adults. And they will take your spot and they will make this sport a better sport. And this is a great system. This is a great feeder system, and I'm so happy to be here to announce these games today. And this is game 6 of the day. We've got a game 7 at 5 and a game 8 at 7 o'clock at night. So we've got derby. We have derby at 9 o'clock this morning. I got to call the very first game, and I should be calling the very last game today.
All right, we're going to start announcing our skaters for this game.
We are just getting the arena announcements in right now. I'm the cash man, by the way, and I might as well do some personal plugs while I'm in here. I do a radio show called Derby Rocks. You may have heard of it, you may not, but we've been talking roller derby since 2015, so we've been doing it for a while. We do it here in Rochester on the radio on 106.3 FM WRFC. But also you can find our show on iTunes as well as Spotify, Spreaker, all different places where podcasts reside. And just this past week, this show that aired last night, we had Post Mortimer, who is one of the founders of Rochester Area Roller Derby. And we talked all about this tournament. So you got a little background, talked a little bit about teams coming in. We've seen teams from Philly, from Indiana, from Pennsylvania as well, right here in Rochester Area Junior Roller Derby. And we are about to start. We got 30 seconds. I know, it's... Oh, yeah, and by the way, Philly has Coach Gus, who's standing right in front of me. Just missed hitting me with a Gatorade can bottle. And we have Locomotive with the star for Philly. Rest in pieces for the Mischiefs. This is level 2, so they are allowed to... they cannot hit full speed, but they can certainly push their way through the line. And picking up lead jam for Philly is Locomotive. Locomotive coming around on the first scoring pass. Rest in Pieces still looking to make the initial pass through the pack. And Locomotive does finally get through. Oh, I'm sorry. Rest in Pieces is in the penalty box. So this is a power jam. Did not see what Rest in Pieces got called for, but they will be out of the penalty box pretty soon. Another 4-point pass for Locomotive. Rest in Pieces is now out of the penalty box and can... Locomotive is picking up another 4 points on that pass, coming in for another 4. Now I see Rest in Pieces Rip. That Rip had played earlier today, and I asked Rest in Pieces what their name was, and they said Rip. And it's like, okay, because it wasn't on the scoreboard, so Rip. It's actually Rest in Pieces, so but we'll call him Rip for short. Rip there, not getting past the pack, never getting cleared to score, and the jam comes to an end. Philly Junior Roller Derby 16, Mid Hudson Mischiefs 0. Philly, this jam we have Violator for Philly and Blaze for the Mischiefs. Violator, and by the way, the Philly is in the blue, Mid Hudson Mischiefs in the white. Violator picking up lead jam, but hot on Violator's trail is Blaze. So both jammers are coming up for a scoring pass. Violator putting 4 on the board. Mid Hudson looking for getting 4 as well. The first scoring pass for Mid Hudson this game in jam number 2. The pivot ended up going into the penalty box for Mid Hudson and getting a double penalty. They'll be in there for a full minute now, so Mid Hudson will be down 1 blocker and the pivot for 1 whole minute. Violator putting up 4 more points. It's an 8-point jam so far. Blaze coming through too for another 4-point pass. Both jammers make it through the pack pretty easily. 12, 4th. Another 4 for Philly, making it 12 so far. 4 for Mid Hudson. Mid Hudson coming to the pack once again. We got 35 seconds left in jam time. Violator does have lead. Violator can call it off. Now we're getting a call-off signal from the coach here, Coach Gus, right in front of us. He's got the red flag. Red flag means call it off. Been kind of interpreting the flags all day today because he's got a whole slew of different colored flags here in front of us. We've got Ari Not Sorry with the star for Philly, and we have Hazard McGrath for the Mischiefs. Ari Not Sorry goes around the inside, picks up lead jam for Philly. Hazard McGrath looking to make the initial pass through as Ari McSorry comes up for a scoring pass. Goes to the inside, does not get touched, and 4 points on the board for Philly. Philly calling that jam off after a quick 4 points and out. It is score is 36-12, 25:08 left in the first half, and we do have a timeout. You can see right now, probably on the camera, someplace Coach Gus over at the bench with Philadelphia. Oh, someone got hurt. I apologize. I shouldn't be talking. All right, and thank goodness it wasn't anything too serious, and the player is back up. And I believe that jam was called on an injury, so we are getting back to the action. But when you do have a jam called on an injury, you have to sit out 3 jams if you're the player that they would call it on. So that player won't be back on the lineup for 3 more jams after this. Got Locomotive with a star for Philly and Fire Flyer for the Mid Hudson Mischiefs. All the defenders are on the jam line to start this jam. That whistle, Fire Flyer goes into the inside, back to the outside. Locomotive going to the outside too, trying to find a way around the end, and does break away around the outside, right around the pivot line, picking up lead jam for Philly Junior Roller Derby. Fireflyer did make the initial pass as well, so both jammers can put points up on the board. They come around turn 1 into turn 2, and it looks like Locomotive has 4 points on the board. Fireflyer looking to get through and still has not made it through as Locomotive puts another 4 points on the board. Fireflyer did picking up 4 on that pass, and we've got 12 now points for Philly with Locomotive putting another 4 up there. Coach Gus has got the green flag. It means keep on going. Had a whistle, and it seems like everybody stopped that moment. Someone's getting called for a penalty. Storm 36 going to the penalty box for the Mischiefs, and the whistle, 4 more points on the board, and the jam was called off. Uh, 14 points on the board for Philly, 8 going up for the Mischiefs. And Maleficent popped up and skated back to the bench. I believe that jam was called off before the injury happened, so. All right, Lucy Lawless with a start for Mischiefs. We've got Pinky Dye with a lead already for Philadelphia on that first pass. We were just discussing the last play. Maleficent being injured there, but that was post the call-off, so. Pinky Dye picking up 4 on that first pass. Star pass going to Rest in Pieces. Both jammers can score now. Of course, Pinky's already got 4, putting another 4 up on that pass. Rest in Pieces coming for the first scoring pass. Four points on the board for Rest in Pieces with Mischiefs. Pinky Dye already with 4 up. Going to put it looks like another 4 here once they get past the wall there. But we've got Rest in Pieces coming up for the second scoring pass. Rest in Pieces now getting 4 more on there, and they both have 8 points in this jam. Rest in Pieces calls that jam off after putting up a few more, 4 more. So it's a 12-point jam for Philly. Mid Hudson Mischiefs putting up 8, 62 to 28, 21, 44. We got Skyscraper with the star for Philly and Fire Flyer for the Mischiefs. We've got 2 more games today after this one, and then 4 tomorrow. So you definitely don't. We're about midpoint of this tournament so far. We had 6 games in right now, with this being the 6th. But we will have 2 more games today before we get out of here, including an adult scrimmage at 7 o'clock, which will be an absolutely fantastic scrimmage. Mixed, it's all gender, so we've got people from Queen City Roller Derby, Flower City Fear, Rock City Roller Derby. Anybody can sign up for it. So there's even people I've noticed. We even have a couple of the juniors playing in the game too. We have we also have Crash from K County. He'll be playing in there as well, and I'm excited for that because I did mention to Crash that I played with the Flower City Fear for a while, and he's like, oh good, then I can play against you, and it's like no, I retired a while ago, bud. But he was happy to he's happy that he's going to get to play one more game today. Once we get into the action here, we're back to it almost. We've got, like I said, Skyscraper. Then we're going into jam 6 of this first half. We're about 8.5 minutes down. We've got quite a bit more to go. Yeah, see, I was on the camera for a little bit. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I have a producer here who's like running the cameras, and nobody needs to see me. The action is what we need. Skyscraper and Fire Flyer here about to start this jam. Fire to the inside, Skyscraper to the outside. Fire Flyer getting knocked out of bounds. Skyscraper breaking through the pack and picking up lead jam. We have a track cut call on Fire Flyer, so it is now a power jam for Skyscraper. Got a lot of action coming around the third turn here. Skyscraper looking to put some more points on the board. We're running into a hell no kitty saying, hell no, you get past me. But Skyscraper does get by and puts 4 more points and then calls that jam off. 8-point jam for Philly. None going on the board for the Mischiefs. 70-28 is the score. And you probably can see that if you're watching the stream, because I'm sure the score is up on the top there. There we are. It's all score all the time. We've got coming up now Locomotive with the star for Philly. Starting with Fireflyer in the penalty box, so it will be a power start for the Philly Junior Roller Derby. We have the referees talking right now amongst it. Yeah, we have an official timeout. Referees are talking amongst each other. So there we go. Oh, it's me again. Hey, I'm here. I'm watching. I just don't know when the camera's on me at all the time. Thank you so much for coming out. And don't forget, we got 2 more games tonight. So we're going to be here till, I'm guessing, like 9 o'clock or so. You may not have to listen to me the whole time, because I think when it comes down to the last game, I may be one of the announcers doing the house mic, as they call it, the arena mic. So I'm excited about that. This has been a lot of fun. This is a heck of a way to kick off the new year, too, because, heck, it's January 3rd, or, it's like, it wasn't New Year's just a couple days ago. I hope you had a great one. And did you watch Stranger Things? Because, man, I watched that. We were Salty, who's doing the arena announcing right now, and I were talking about it for quite a bit between games today. So, and thoughts about how we felt it went. But it looks like referees are straightening everything out, and we're going to get ready to go. We're going to be jumping into jam number 7, and jam number 7 with Philadelphia up by, it looks like 42 at the moment, and about 20 minutes left in the first half. I appreciate you tuning in. I'm sorry that I wasn't here. We had the stream going last night and earlier today, and as one of the announcers, until I had more announcers with me, I really had to either pick the arena mic or the stream mic. And I always like the stream mic because you guys are also kind to me in the comments there, right? All right, let's get back to the action. Fireflyer is starting in the penalty box, so it's a power start for Locomotive. A nice move, pushed his way through into the outside, picked up a lead jam for Philadelphia. So with this being level 2, you understand that you cannot slam into the wall high speed. You have to slow down when you come up to the pack, and as you get to the pack, and then you can like differentiate where do you want to shoot, to the inside, outside. Maybe your blocker set up a path for you to come through the pack. So far, it's been Locomotive's had pretty good success jamming today. He's already put 4 up this jam, and he's coming through. And Locomotive coming around turn 3 with another 4-point pass there. 8 points so far this jam. Fireflyer still looking to make that initial pass to the pack. Does make the initial pass with the stash star. Great strategy to have in adult leagues. If you can't get the lead, someone else has the lead, you can trick them by taking your star off, and they may not remember that you're the jammer. But then again, they might. For another 4-point pass for Locomotive. 16 so far on the board for Philly. Fireflyer coming in for the first scoring pass. And Fireflyer looks to get a few points up on there. Locomotive picks up 4 at the very end of the jam. 20-point jam. Two points on the board for the Mischiefs. got Lucy Lawless for the Mid Hudson Mischiefs. Violator for Philadelphia. I'm guessing with the capital LU, it's Lucy Lawless. Both jammers trying to get through for that initial pass. And Violator does break through around turn one and picks up lead jam for Philly. We have a star pass from Lucy Lawless to Storm. Storm is now the jammer on record for Mid Hudson Mischiefs. Violator putting up for the first 4 points on the pass. Storm getting 4 on that first pass. Violator goes down the inside line between the third and fourth turn and picks up 4 points on that pass. 8-point jam so far for Philly Junior Roller Derby. Storm gets another 4 on that pass. A little neck-and-neck scoring here. Both jammers picking up 4 so far. Violator looking to trying to break the 100 points with one more pass of 102 points for Philly, picking up 4 more there. They bust the 100-point mark. Storm gets another 4-2. We got about 25 seconds left in the jam, but Violator does have lead jam. Can't call that off. We have both jammers picking up 12 on this jam. Very active jam. Violator barely gets touched on this last pass coming down the back straightaway, and Storm as well. Coaches is telling Violator to keep going, see what we can get. Last 4 points as the clock ran out. It's going to be a 24-point jam, I believe. Or no, 20-point jam. 16 going to the Mid Hudson Mischiefs. 110 Philly, 46 Mid Hudson, 15:29 left in this first half. We're going to jam number 9. And we've got Ari Not Sorry with the star for Philly. Rest in pieces for the Mischiefs. Ari Not Sorry getting the lead coming around turn 1. Rest in Pieces still trapped behind the pack. Tries to go around the outside. Oh, almost getting by. Ari Not Sorry zipping down the inside. Getting knocked out of bounds and having to be recycled. It's amazing when the whistles blow, people stop moving all of a sudden. Sometimes that's an opportunity for the skater to get by, as we saw Ari pick up 4 on that pass. Rest in Pieces making the initial pass through the pack. 4 points on that first pass. 8 going to Ari so far. Rest in Pieces trying to make another scoring pass on the pack. We've got 50 seconds left in the jam. And Ari Not Sorry picks up another 4. 12-point jam so far. You heard the screams. Rest in Pieces picks up another 4 on that pass. Ari Not Sorry skating around the outside of the pack and picking up an easy 4 points, not even touched on that pass. Rest in Pieces coming up to the pack right after turn 1 and passing the star to the pivot. Hell No Kitty now is the jammer on record this jam for Mischiefs. And with the star pass, see, they picked up 4 points and then the star pass happened. And so no, both jammers pick up 4 as the jam came to a conclusion. 20 points going to Philly, 16 going to Mischiefs. Got Locomotive with You don't need to show me. Hi. This is what I look like. I'm sure you're disappointed. All right, we're getting back to it. We do have a timeout right now, and before we get into the next jam, which would be jam number 10, I want to thank you once again for watching. And this has been a lot of fun with Philly and the Mischiefs, Philly in the blue, Mischiefs in the white, and having two skaters put up 36 points in the last jam, 20 going Philadelphia's way, 16 going Mid Hudson's way. We've got coming up in this next jam, it looks like we've got Blaze for Mid Hudson Mischiefs and Locomotive for the Philly Junior Roller Derby. I'm the Cashman. I'm happy to be here, and I love the sound of whistles for stoppage of play. That's a lie. But it is still going on. Thank goodness it's not on me anymore. There you go. I got to make sure my hair's done. And with that whistle, the jam goes off. Locomotive picks up the real quick lead jam. Blaze looking to make the initial pass through the pack. Locomotive coming around for a 4-point pass. Blaze did make the initial pass to the pack, and both jammers can score, even though we have Locomotive already with one 4-point pass already. Locomotive coming back to the pack as well, trying to get through. We've got Blaze, after the initial pass, can put some points up on the board. Blaze picking up 4 on that pass. Locomotive picking up 4. Coming up to the pack around turn 1 here. No, turn 4. Oh, nice move by Locomotive to go jump to the inside and pass, putting another 4 up on the board. Blaze looking to make that second scoring pass. Trying to force their way up the middle on a 3-wall there. Got that 3-wall consisting of Daval, and while they're holding them back, we've got Locomotive picking up another 4 points on the pass. Amazing. Also one of those players in that 3-wall there that's keeping the jammer from passing. Blaze could not get through one more time, so picking up 8 points in that jam, 20 going to Philly on that past jam. We have a timeout. Mid Hudson Mischiefs are calling the timeout. This has been a fun time so far, like I mentioned earlier, and it's like this great group to be announcing for. Nothing like Wonderjam in the first weekend of the new year. I can't think of anything better I'd want to do besides shovel snow. No, I'm kidding. Oh, of course, we had a green Christmas in this area, Rochester, New York, earlier, and then it snowed the day after, and it's been snowing every day since. So, yeah, too much snow already. Yeah, don't make a point at me. My producer is like messing with me. No, he's not. All right, so, but we are. I'm looking forward to the last 2 games of the day, and then the first 3 or 4 games tomorrow. I heard that whistle. Looks like we're getting back into the action of it. It was a good time to take a break. They've had some high scoring. Last few jams have been very high scoring, so it was definitely a good time to catch a break and use those timeouts. Maybe stretch a little bit. Get the team back together on the same page, like Coach Gus is doing right now with Philadelphia. He's telling, talking to them. You always need that inspirational talk from the coach, to get everything hyper going, and it's been fun so far this game. They're very clean played, not a lot of penalties. We will see. This is when we probably run a commercial if we had one. Okay, that became it looked like it was a timeout for Mid Hudson since they were pointing at him, but now it's quote unquote an official timeout. We have some special things going on in the half. I can't tip my hat too much, but it's coming up. Someone has a birthday here today. Well, okay. So I don't know if you heard that or not, folks, but Mid Hudson asked for the game to be forfeited because they have too many injuries on the 9 players they brought here. Kudos to them. We are to our final score for the day. Philly Junior Roller Derby's 150. Mid Hudson Misfits 70. That is our final score. We will come back and do the MVPs in just a minute because we still do that even if we played for half the game. But hopefully we'll get the team to do a victory lap here, Philadelphia, and then we'll be back in just a couple minutes for the most valuable player and blocker and jammer awards.
Most of you know that anything that goes there becomes a huge business. So when there's a 50th birthday, everybody celebrates and everybody sings. We had one that took the whole weekend. Here, witness it. Come on up. And then his 50th birthday today. Not too long ago, I gave him my first tournament. I had a kid right here in Texas, telling me step to step how to do that. 350 games, 360 something like that games in, and it was all here with the kids and everybody else. So thank you. We also have a second announcement that really hits home. Ziggy, come on up here. Ziggy, come on up. So when we put the 100 mark, we announced it to the team, we announced it to other teams. When people hit the 200 mark, you get something back in the next time. So when they hit the 300 mark, we bring them up to team to everybody, and we embarrass them like nothing. Well, I'm not going to do much of that today, but we do have the award for the 300 team, which was just on. Ridiculous. For the 300 games, whoever puts it on, puts the heat on, which is issues of their 300 series. Big congratulations. Mid Hudson Mischiefs players, if you can hear me, we're going to do MVPs and MVJs in front of the announcers table.
first. The MVP for the Mischief Skaters is number 518, Maleficent.
I believe that's Blocker he's talking about.
And the MPJ for the Mischief is number 5, Hell No Kitty.
All right. Hell No Kitty and Maleficent both picking up most valuable jammers, most valuable blockers.
MVP is 222, Violator.
Violator picking the most valuable blocker.
And the MPJ is 0713, Locomotive.
And Locomotive picking up the most valuable jammer. Violator to the blocker. There you go, Philly. It's not over, though. I believe you have another game in the next game. So, okay, we're going to take a little break after this before the next game, which is at 5. So, got time to do the chores around the house if you're watching this at home, because it's going to be about an hour from now. We'll be back. I'll be back to tell you who's playing in game number 7 at 5 p.m.
All right, so the